Collective, I think we always still learning this, but like we've been through what we've been through with reason, and I think that's something you've been questioning lately. Because with the Hermit card, the Hermit is representative of a person who's very, very thoughtful, or in their thoughts, in their head a lot, in their mind space a lot. Just not. It's not like you know. I don't think that you see your situation from the outside. I think you see it from the inside, and it's because it's still happening, right? It's like, okay, well, you know, what's the matter with me where I allow this into my life, or I allow this to happen, or where this starts to affect me in some type of way? Like, what's the matter with me? But I don't think there's anything wrong with transcending your surroundings. I don't think there's anything wrong with leaving behind, even if it is something you haven't physically left behind. Something, you know, I think that you need to be able to allow yourself the space to open up and leave behind certain peoples and actions and feelings by yourself on your own. And sometimes that takes forever, and sometimes that's just as simple as cutting a bitch off, cutting a phone number off type shit. You know, I think that you don't give yourself enough credit, in which you like just give credit where credit is due, because you've done a lot of the work on your own by yourself. You've burned a lot of bridges by yourself. You created shit for yourself by yourself, and that has essentially, you know, masked a lot of I think the internal issues that you have with accepting the fact that you have done these things for yourself, or by accepting the fact that you have kind of lived up to past everybody's expectations, to be honest with you. Because death in the upright tells me that, you know, there wasn't really much hope for you in the past. Maybe you had a lot of trouble just living day by day for yourself, but to add other people into the bunch is like maybe their judgments and maybe their feelings, their emotions, that everything would weigh heavy on you all the time. And now that's become more of a mental discomfort for you. The Chariot in the upright is like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get comfortable doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like, this shit ain't no cycle. I'm breaking the fucking mold. Like, I can't do this shit no more. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there ain't nothing here for me but immature people, immature problems, and, you know, trivial shit that does not revolve around me, that doesn't impact my life whatsoever. You taking that leap forwards, even if you haven't done it yet, of physically moving away or physically separating yourself, is a necessity. Because we have the Tower here. This is the only thing that's going to truly change your outlook on you, and the only thing that's going to improve your self-confidence. I think you need the power of choice, or you need to choose something different, choose something else, and that's just very hard sometimes when you really only see one out, right? And the reason why you see one out is because it's the only way that you want to see. You know what I mean? We have Magic in the upright here. Big, large manifestations coming in that can only really be accepted by somebody who fully accepts themselves. So if you don't fully accept yourself, then you're going to keep rejecting the things that do suit you and support you and love you, and that are meant to be there for you. The Hierophant in the upright, of course. Like, y'all, it's like you were taught to suppress. You were taught to give in and cave in to what everybody else be saying. You were taught to King of Cups everything, like, okay, well, just get over it. You know, it's a mental thing, or get over it. Like, you're just being emotional. It's like you've been told to get over everything, or maybe you really did believe everybody when they were saying that, like, your emotions or crying or just being yourself is somehow bad or wrong. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, the more vulnerable you are, the better. I'm seeing, like, the consequence of not being vulnerable is that you don't get the type of treatment that you've been wanting, as far as people recognizing your skills, your gifts, your love, your, you know, appropriate affection. Basically, like, the people haven't been appreciating that more recently, because I don't think it's what you want. I think it's who you want it from. The High Priestess in the upright, yeah, it's who you want it from, babe. So that's kind of what has to change. Like, I know you ain't stopping. You know, you got this all up in your mind space. You're like trying to make everything to come together, and like trying to make everybody come together, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, that's just not gonna happen. You know, this isn't the way these people work or the way they are. Tell me the outcome just through. Give me one card. Oh, they flung that shit out. They flung that bitch straight the fuck out. The only outcome it could possibly be is Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups in the reverse. walk away, ending, massive, massive, massive ending. Okay, it can only end up happy if you are happy. It can only end up happy if you separate your ego from a situation. It can only end up happy if you give up on a situation that has pulled you through, you know, cups. And this is not like feelings that are fun. This is like razor sharp feelings, or, you know, it's like you're being stabbed a million times in your head, because you're dealing with people who don't, that they press on every single nerve but the nerve that, you know, makes you happy. You know what I mean? So it's like they press on your every instinct, and it makes you want to run. And I think this is where you actually do like take that chance and get away from it and move away just physically and run. You know what I mean? Like never come back, and never try to work on something like this again, because you know this shit ain't fruitful. It's been long enough where you can just tell it's not fruitful no more. It's not serving you no more. So you dip and you dodge until you make that final decision to just leave. You know what I mean? Like just get the fuck out of there. Like, well, you know, there's a time regimen on that. I see the time quickening up, so be prepared for the rest of December, because I feel like that's where you're gonna find your place. That the Hierophant, once again, Judgment in the reverse, that's where you're gonna find your place. That's where you're gonna stand tall and like solidify, I think, what you want. So they're saying you're gonna find your place in December, and that's gonna be pretty fun. I think you're gonna find your place in a lot of dynamics, new ones especially. So that's what's going on with y'all. Okay.